is something that I feel. This is something that I feel that really needs to be addressed. I feel like it needs to be addressed. I feel like we've been talking about it all last year to the point to where it is it's like there's no other way to say it, you know? So I'm gonna say this, right? The importance of people to be able to share their views and opinions about things that's going on in the community matters, because you want to know what's going on in your community. You want to know what's the latest news. You want to know you want to hear how other people feel about things. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to show business, people, and you know what I'm saying, your talent, you're a celebrity, you're a person that's very heavily known. People want to know about you. People want to know what's going on with you, whether it's drama, whether it's good, bad. People want to know what's going on. And lately with all the fights that's been going on in Ballroom and things like that, most of the time it's been coming a lot from dramas that's happened in the past, or things that people have said on their face, on their lives and things like that, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Vigo, that's where a lot of these fights and things come from. And recently, somebody that I know, his windows was busted. His windows was busted out. Allegedly, his windows was busted out. And it was because of something that he said online. Now, the way he expresses about how he feels about the things that's going on, sometimes it don't always come across as nice as you may want it to be. However, it's still his feeling and his thought and his concern, because people pay a lot of money to go to these balls and these events, and the ballroom scene is a place for us to let our hair down and show our talents, and just be comfortable in the skin that we're in. We shouldn't have to go there and feel like we have to constantly keep watching our backs and in fear that somebody's going to harm us. Like when are we going to be able to just get back to that vibe where when you had a beef with a girl, you took it out on the floor, not fighting and macing and jumping and things like that. Like, that stuff gotta go. That has to go. Because all that does is it just make us look like we're animals and that we cannot have anything. Because the majority of people in the ballroom community are black, black, brown, black and brown, color, it's all ethnicities in it, but the majority is, is black and Latino people. And, you don't want us to be looked at as if we can't have anything or we can't be trusted or anything because of the fact that we don't know how to treat us. We don't know how to hold ourselves accordingly, And then, the other people, I don't like to be racist or colorist, so I'm not, which I know I'm going from. They sit there and they take, they take what we build and then turn it into their own thing, and then here we go upset about what they're doing. But hey, when we had it, we wasn't, we didn't hold it precious to us and do what we needed to do. And respect each other. Respect goes a very, 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 very long way. Very long way. So before, you see that person that you've been had smoke with, whatever the case may be, I'm not saying that you don't have to tap them. You have to, get in that ass. However, just wait till after the event. Just wait till after the event. And if you really felt the way about what somebody said about you online or whatever it needs to be, you can email them, you can DM them, get their information and contact them and tell them how you feel. It does not have to revert to violence or you vandalizing someone's, belongings all because you don't like what they said, Now, when we come back, I'm gonna, we come back from a break. I have some other things I want to share with y'all. Talk about another issue that I feel that we need to discuss. Like, when it comes to, trans women dating the gay men, and also about, some videos that I had seen recently that I thought was really cool that you guys, when it comes to, the whole big thing about trans women shaking their purse on Bush Queens. Baby, we have talked about this plenty of times about girls dating dating the BQs, and, they talk about they don't really like us, don't really love us, they're just using us, things like that. And I definitely got a lot to say about that. So hold on tight, grab a snack, and come on back. Back up, back up, bitch, back up, back up, bitch, back up, bitch, you dummy, yes, back up, back up, bitch, back up, back up, bitch, back up, back up, bitch, back up, bitch, you dummy. Hey to all my bad guys and evil doers, it's me, your girl, La India Cartier. And if you enjoy what you was watching, if you love what you see, and you would like to support, sponsor, invest, donate to the La India show, you can contact me at cartierlaindia@gmail.com or on my social media sites, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Gmail. Girl, I got you. Just hit me. Okay, everybody, we're back. So yeah, I want some things I also want to bring up about some, on a little break, through Christmas and New Year's. Christmas is my favorite holiday, so I was mostly focused on Christmas. I had a really great Christmas, and I had a really wonderful New Year. So I just wanted to preparate myself for the things that I want to be doing new in this new year of 2021. But there was some things that definitely caught my eye that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The first thing is I wanted to bring up Naomi. Her winning an award for the Pornhub, and she had like a little video, and I thought it was so cool. But I was like, wait a minute, what's she doing on Pornhub? But honey, the way that video was set up is giving like, that's how you sell pussy. So I'm gonna definitely play it for y'all. So look, check this out. It was real cute, girl. Yeah, check this out. Hey y'all, what y'all think about this? Wasn't she turning that up, y'all? She ate that, and she also the during the commercial I showed you guys that she have an advertisement out for area. They have like a lot of accessories and different pieces and things like that. It was amazing. Like big ups to you, Naomi. You are really doing your thing. You're breaking so many barriers down. You're really showing true talent, and you also are showing that whatever you love to do, you can get recognized for it and get paid for it. So it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you believe that you can be the best at it. Do it, honey. Do it. Don't let anybody say anything to make you feel like you can't do what you're meant to do. Okay?
Do you know him?
Yes.
Somebody just said rest in peace.
Oh my God!
Sleep in peace. Sleep in.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Tommy. I was just talking about her.
Somebody just said sleep in peace. Pretty boy Tony.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Cut. Hey you guys, I just heard some really terrible news that our friend, our member in the LGBT community has just passed away. Tony, pretty boy Tony done passed away. I didn't know him personally, but when we would hang out, anytime that we talked, anytime that we were around each other, it was always positive energy. He was always cool. He's a pretty quiet guy, but he was easy to talk to and a great listener. We went on the Pose audition together. My condolences to his family and friends and his loved ones. May God bless you with open arms in his kingdom. Because, I got some news recently that, a sweetheart, a genuine sweetheart, a really nice young man passed away recently named Pretty Boy Tony. He's a Balmain. He was a very nice guy, very calm, very cool, and he was very young. And for him to pass away, I don't know what he passed from. I don't pretty much care. It's just the bigger thing is that he was just such a young man. And that's why it's so important that we embrace each other and love each other more and not, be so quick to fight and, go to war and attack one another off of just because of something that someone said it that we didn't like. You understand what I'm saying? There's many ways to skin a cat. If you didn't like what someone said, you can easily DM them. You can easily, call them. When you see them in person, you guys can talk about it. It don't always have to revert to you attacking them, putting your hands on them. Because the person that you argue with today could be the person that you lose tomorrow. And it seems that we have been arguing a lot with the people that we supposed to be care about. The people that we say we love. Oh, that's my sister, that's my mother, that's my brother, that's my father, But when they make us upset or they say something or do something that we don't like, we automatically attack them or we say all kinds of derogatory things and hateful things to them, not knowing that, tomorrow they can be gone. So please cherish the people that you love. Cherish the people that you love. And it doesn't hurt to say I love you. It doesn't hurt to say thank you to the for the things that they've done for you. It does not hurt to show love. Because all the stuff that's been going on in this world, I don't know if you haven't sleep, But we are definitely going through some things right now. We are definitely living in our last days. There's no way around it, okay? There's no way around it but to see what's really going on. Okay? This pandemic has been such it's been such a big ugh. I don't want to go too deep into you guys because I probably end up crying things, and I want to I want to talk about some positive things, to uplift you guys to what, looking for the better things in life, and the like in the midst of the trauma that we're going through, other blessings are unfolding. People are opening up doors more and more for the community, for the black community, for the LGBT community, for the women, for the women community, women of all color, ages, race, all of that, There has been blessings too, We have the first black first black female vice president. That's amazing, Like, we have, I am a woman of trans experience, and I'm seeing other women of color and that are trans experience on television, okay? Like, prayers are being answered. However, at the same time, it's a lot of crazy things that's going on as well. Like I expressed to you guys, I had a really good time in Atlanta. But it was certain things that I did notice in Atlanta that kind of puzzled me. Like as far as the mask situation, how, upstate, up north, New York, we're very strict about the mask. No matter where you go, you have to have a mask on. There's no inside restaurant. Everything's outside. Everything is like all public places are closed down and things like that. You will get a ticket if you're caught on a train or, anywhere around a crowd of people with no mask on. Down there, the only place that was, was strict about that was the airport and McDonald's. Now, really think about it, right? Atlanta is a city, Atlanta, Georgia, is a city where it's majority black people. And they're being very careless about the mask situation. And they're not being penalized about it. Now, yes, I do like politics, but I don't like to talk too much about politics because, it brings a lot of energy that I'm just not ready for, But I want you guys to pay attention. I said some key words. I said it's where mostly black people, where mostly black people live. And they're not enforcing it so much. That says a lot. That says a whole lot. So really pay attention to that, definitely. Something else that I want to talk to us women, us trans women about. So, excuse me. Excuse me. So, it's always been a conversation about girls dating the Butch Queens, right? The girls in the scene dating the Butch Queens. Basically, in layman terms, for people that's not a part of Ballroom and don't really know the language, a Butch Queen is a gay male and a femme queen is a trans woman. And it's been a big conversation over the years about them dating each other. And most thing you hear when it comes to that is girls checking their purses and, Butch Queens don't really, they just use the girls for their money. They don't really like them. And, the first thing they do when they break up with them or they have an argument with them, they call them a man and this, that, and the third. I want y'all to understand this, okay? Now, well, before I say that, a lady has shared that she pays to have sex with Butch Queens. That she does not have a problem with that. She said what she wants, and she does what she has to do to get it. And she's proud of what she do. Now, kudos to you. No judgment to you about what you like to do, whatever it is and be, whatever makes you happy, that's fine. Now, for me, right, I am a woman of trans experience that have also dealt with, gay men. I've had sex with them. I have not had a relationship, but I've had sex with Bush Queens, and she said that she's had the Bush Queens that the girls always wanted. Well, I could say I too have had, some of the top Bush Queens, and I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to pay them for them to want to be with me, or or to do anything with me. I didn't have to do that. And I'll say that to say is that my thing is, where did we lose who we are? I know that, us being trans, we deal with the bottom of the barrel, we don't have a problem with sleeping with whoever we want to sleep with, doing the same things that other girls think that we cannot do because of the fact that we are trans. However, and somewhere in the midst of all of that is as if we lost our value. There were a time, not that long ago, when it was very taboo to be with a trans woman, or about trans women issues, period. It was a very big taboo, right? So, in the midst of that, the trans women back then, and also I say myself, because, I am a woman of the last Mohicans, of my age group, of my era of girls, that we transition in the middle of, of gaining more options and, being able to be more comfortable in our skin, But in our beginning, that wasn't so much a thing. The most important thing was to blend in the community, not to be, not to. The key thing is not to be spooked and things like that, and the fish stunts and all that, all that going place. But the thing is that the men that did know that we were trans, they still took us out. They still done things with us because of the fact that, they liked the fact that nobody knew their business. Now that being trans is more open, it's more talked about, it's more looked at, it's like we are being put more in the closet. We're going through more violent situations and things like that, when murders, and the list goes on, right? So, you come in the ballroom scene, and you're surrounded by a lot of gay men, and of course we're not blind. There are plenty of handsome gay men in the scene. But we fall under the fact that a lot of us fall under the fact that we feel like we have to do X, Y, and Z to get what we want with these men. Listen, just because the man is gay does not mean it takes away of the fact that he's supposed to respect you as a woman. Okay? If you think about it, the Bush Queens love the girls. When you go to a ball, you'll see a girl with a swarm of Bush Queens around her. Okay? When we come out on the floor, they go crazy for us. Bush Queens love us. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Women run this world. If he's not going to give you, if he's not going to treat you the way the woman that you need to be, girl, move on with that. You shouldn't have to do the X, Y, and Z just to get him to, to like you. You don't have to do that, you guys. And the better and better that we become more with being stronger with knowing our worth, the better the outcome would be. If we were not around, it would be barely any entertainment. Yes, the boys are talented and things like that, but we bring the beauty, we bring the essence, the woman essence. Gay or not, a woman is still important. When you ask what the gay guys, what their icons are, they talk about women. Women are still a main factor. And this this is also to the cisgender women too. It's to know your worth. Don't sit there and feel like you need to settle just because of the fact that you feel like if you do this, you're going to get this. No, because at the end of the day, they will always want you. They will always want that. They will always want to be in your space. Okay? Whether you're tall, fat, ugly, beautiful, it don't matter. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. And this one more thing before I go. We have over 2020, a lot of people of color, a lot of black-owned businesses have evolved, right? It's been a high volume of, black-owned businesses and things like that. And I try to support as much as I can to black-owned businesses because of the fact that why not support your own kind, right? But the thing that I don't like is I think that the customer service is not good. It's not relatable, and there's a lot of scams that go through that. And I feel like, how do you want us to take you guys seriously if you guys are doing things like that? How? How will you guys think that we're going to take your business serious and take you serious as a person if you're doing funny things like that? I had a situation happen recently where I lost almost $600 on some hair from somebody that I actually knew. That he actually was a friend of mine. So you think that that's okay to do that because of the fact that I know you, and you think that I'm not going to react in a way? You think that I should? What did you think was going to happen with that? That's crazy. And there's a couple of other situations that I've been through with these people, with the black-owned, seeing these black-owned business owners and Ballroom and stuff like that. Like, if you want people to trust you, if you want people to really believe in your brand, you have to show up and show out, okay? So, to be continued. I have more things to share. I'm going to be bringing out more videos now. Instead of me just doing one-on-one talk shows and doing interviews, I'm also going to share stories with you guys. So be on the lookout for that. I love you guys. And remember, what you do in this world affects everyone. Okay? I love you guys. Good night.